to my channel. Today's recipe is one that has been requested a few times by one of you subscribers, and I just haven't quite got round to it, but today I'm making them, and these are Hasselback potatoes. My idea is to put them onto steam air fry, and that way we're going to soften the potato first before we then crisp them up. I'm going to show you the process that I've worked out, and these taste absolutely fantastic. They're so soft and buttery, and they've got that gorgeous crispiness on the outside. I'm really glad that I made these, and you will too if you give them a go. Don't forget to hit the like button if you do enjoy this video, and please subscribe if you're new here for more Ninja 15-in-1 recipes. So let's start making today's. Hasselback potatoes really aren't that difficult to make. I'm going to choose to steam air fry mine. That way, when I'm cutting these, they are still firm. I haven't got to parboil them, and we want to cut those as our very first job. All the ingredients you're going to need is your potatoes, olive oil, some butter, and also some salt. So keeping these really simple, but these are incredibly tasty. So I've chosen 2 butter knives here, and I've just sat my potato in between because we need to slice this, but of course we don't want to slice all the way through. That is probably the trickier bit, but you can use whatever you want. I've done this before using some chopsticks, so whatever's to hand really, but let's have a go. Let's see if this goes too far. Okay, seems to be working okay at the moment. And there you go. You can see all of those slices in there that I've just created, but it doesn't go all the way through, and that way we are going to create a Hasselback potato. Now you don't need to see me cut all of these, that's just boring, but I will show you that I've got a bowl of cold water, and I'm going to then soak those for 30 minutes. So I'm going to get all of these done, and I'll be back in half hour. Really simple, easy setup here. I want 200 milliliters of water in the bottom of my pot. Now I'm going to be using the rack here, and on top of the rack I have got my crisper plate. So this is the plate that comes in the Ninja set that you can buy online. I'll tag it down below for you so that you can grab the set if you want. It's really great. It comes with this crisper plate. Also a great loaf tin, which is great for breads and cake, and also a really deep, solid dish as well, which it's more like a bowl really, and that is great for cooking rice. I mean, there's like numerous things you can do with that. So let's lower that down in there, and then we can sit our potatoes on the top. When you're steam air frying and you're using the rack, the higher up something is, the more crispier it will tend to go. I've drained my potatoes, and I'm going to get them onto here. So just got a clean tea towel, and I'm just going to dry each one the best I can. And then we can put those back in our bowl. The bowl is dry as well, by the way. Just trying to get rid of the moisture because we obviously want these to crispen up, and we want this oil to get right into those potatoes. These have worked really well. Like, you can see all the little cuts in them. The nice thing about these as well is you can cook quite a lot of them in one go. So perfect if you're making them for all the family. And they go, of course, with so many different dinners, don't they? I'm actually cooking some lamb this evening, so we're going to have these alongside. There is our potatoes. Now we want to really cover these in some olive oil. And then I'm also going to get some salt onto them as well. If you want to add additional flavours, then of course you can do that now. So I'm going to give those a toss around, get my hands dirty. It's kind of the easiest way, isn't it, to get those fully covered. Look at those, beautiful. Now over to the crisper rack. Obviously want to put them in cut side up. That's going to be really important. So in they go. A little bit of extra care with these is always worth the effort, isn't it? And these are going to taste incredible. Sometimes I do like my potatoes just really simple like this. We are actually going to baste these in a little while, part way through cooking, and that's going to be with some lovely melted butter. Let's close the lid and power up the Ninja. And we want to move the slider across because we're going to be using the combi steam mode, and on there we've got the function of steam air fry. I'm going to choose 190 and I'm going to go with 35 minutes. Obviously these are solid hard potatoes and they are going to need a little bit of time. I'm going to keep an eye on them, which is the nice thing with this. You can lift the lid, although I try not to at the start because obviously at that point it is creating the steam and softening them. So you want to make sure that you at least let that process finish before you open the lid. Remember, the valve doesn't matter what that's doing. That is for pressure cooking only, not relevant for steaming. So let's press start, and 15 minutes before the end, we will then do that basting and I will show you. When it shows pre on the screen here, it just means that it's preheating at this stage. Right, so we've still got 18 minutes left on here, but I just thought I would give them a quick check. Now these are looking really good, but we are getting quite a colour on the top, which I don't mind, but I don't want too much colour. Obviously we don't want them to be burnt, do we? So what I might do now is lower the temperature again. So I think probably I'm going to lower to 170. And let's baste these with this butter a little bit early. So I've got a tablespoon of butter in here. And let's baste each one. Oh, this is so good, isn't it? It's all running inside all of those splits. They've opened up absolutely beautifully. Pleased with these so far. And obviously we want to ensure that they are fully cooked. That is going to be the most important thing with this. They may look done, but no one likes a solid potato. Great, a tablespoon was perfect. That has coated all of those. So let's carry on cooking these, but just on that slightly lower temperature now. The other thing we can, of course, do is just to cover those with a little bit of foil, and that way it stops too much coloration on the top, but they'll still continue to cook. But for now, I think they're okay. I'm going to give them sort of another 5 minutes or so and I'll check again. These have had just over half an hour and I've checked these and I'm super happy with them. They have a nice crispy exterior, but they are beautifully soft on the inside, which is how we want them. I've checked the underneath as well, and that is lovely and soft, because obviously that's the main thing on the top. They're going to get softer quicker than that firm bottom that hasn't been sliced into. These look amazing. I love the way that they've fanned out so brilliantly. Look at these. There you go. There is the beautiful Hasselback potatoes done in the air fryer with that added bit of steam to soften them. They've come out so well. I'm so pleased with these. I've got a little dish of extra salt here if they do need any extra seasoning. Ketchup to dip, of course. But these go with any dinner. As I said, I'm actually going to be having these with some lamb, but I'm quickly going to taste one first. Just taking a piece off the end and have a little dip. My goodness. That is buttery soft inside. Got that gorgeous crispiness to the outside. These are absolutely stunning, and I will definitely be making these again.